Do you know who Remi Bader is?
No.
She's an influencer. I really don't know what she does. She is a plus size, has always been a plus size influencer.
Okay. Is she just on Instagram or like
I really don't. I want to say she got big on TikTok.
Okay.
I just remember seeing her involved in ads and stuff for the Bay's like luggage company. She was a guest on BFFs, which is how I knew her. But I guess she was like going under a fire because she worked with brands that would only like sell, or not only sell, but they would always offer like clothes that were really large sizes, like making sure that it was inclusive for everyone. And that was always her thing. Well, she's lost 140 pounds, I think is what she said.
Yeah.
And she hadn't talked about it at all. She had kept it super, super private. And then she surprisingly like comes out with this episode on Khloe Kardashian's new podcast. That podcast is called Khloe in Wonderland.
What?
I know that our name is Glitter Gel Pen, but that is the worst podcast name. It's just really bad.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It could literally be the Khloe Kardashian podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I just, whatever. But Remi went on there and she, like, told her story. Honestly, Khloe did a really good job, like, talking to her about it because she was addressing how, like, a lot of people, even when Khloe said how she lost the weight, people were like, you're lying. And she was like, I don't know what they want from me because she was like, I literally have muscles on my body and I can't, like, have muscles by not going to the gym, but everyone's telling me that I didn't just lose the weight from going to the gym, but that's my truth, so whatever. She was like, I've had a nose job and that's it. I don't know about that. But,
yeah. I'm not buying that full story,
no,
Khloe,
but I understood kind of what she was saying. Like, she does spend a lot of time in the gym because she does have muscles, but Remi went on to say that she was contemplating her weight loss surgery, and the one that she did was really, really new. I don't fully understand the premise of the surgery, but it's not something that's done very often. She said she tried like Ozempic and it made her very sick. She didn't want to deal with that. But her weight was becoming a thing where like she was having a lot of health issues. Like her period was 24/7 instead of being like a cycle and just all kinds of things like that. So she wanted to do something crazy, drastic. And she had a boyfriend at the time. Well, she did the weight loss surgery and apparently had a horrible experience afterward. And I understand like people get to a point with their weight where they just need to change something. But like the stuff that she went through, she was like, I thought I just ruined my entire body and the rest of my life was going to be so awful. And she said she has to take like so many vitamins every day just to like sustain because she can't eat a lot or whatever it is. And I knew people whenever I was young that had like gastric bypass surgery.
Yeah.
Where they like take a part of your stomach. I think it makes it smaller.
Yeah.
This seems similar to that, but it's very, very intense. But anyway, so she went on to talk about how like the public like was treating her as if she was being scandalous by not discussing her weight loss because she's been a plus size influencer.
Well, I think this comes in because I follow a lot of like plus size creators and content creators on YouTube and stuff like that. And they all seem to have a problem when they do decide to lose weight. It's like they built their whole entire brand and thing around being plus size.
Yeah.
So then when they want to make a change, and they're really big into like body positivity and all that kind of thing. And so when they want to make a change, people take it kind of offensively because their whole audience most of the time is plus size. So when they're saying, hey, I'm going to lose weight, they're feeling like offended, almost as if like you're telling me that I need to lose weight as well.
Yeah.
And that what happened to all this body positivity stuff, does that mean you don't think that you're beautiful at that size and therefore you don't think I'm beautiful at that size?
Yeah. And I understand it, honestly. Like, I get that. It's almost like a parasocial relationship. Like, her body is my body. And then whenever her body's not your body anymore, like, you probably feel like it probably gives you, like, an insecure feeling from that.
Yeah.
And she was telling Khloe, like, Khloe, you were always the one, like, the celebrity of, like, the 2010 era, like, that I was, like, I want, like, she is so famous and successful, but she looks like me. So, like, she's normal. But she was like, whenever you lost weight, I never felt mad at you. Like, I never felt, she was like, but I guess it's just, like, she had a healthier relationship with the way she looked up to her. So, like, I do get it. Remi did say, like, she was like, I will never forget the brands that are reaching out to me now that never reached out to me before. she was like, I will never work with a company that doesn't offer everyone a size of clothes. So, like, she did say she was standing on all of that stuff.
It's like her values didn't change.
Yeah.
She just wanted to make a change personally for herself.
But I thought it was interesting because she was, like, saying that she was kind of struggling with her identity because she did build this persona and this life being this certain way, and she is not that person at all anymore. And like that would be such like an interesting like mind shift to have, and like you see like people treat you differently whenever you look one way compared to the other. It was honestly like a really good episode. Like I thought it was all very interesting, and I kind of just felt for her because she was like, I don't want to be an advocate for people that should lose weight, because she was like, I don't know that I would recommend this to anyone. She was like, it's easier for me to say because I'm where I chose to be or whatever. But she was like, I never asked to be an advocate for people to lose weight. And now that's what I'm looked at as. And it was just an really interesting conversation.
I mean, yeah, it is interesting. I've seen so many creators, when they do decide to lose weight, they don't even, how people are mad at her for not disclosing or not like talking about it. Most people don't, because it's like they're scared. People actually get mad.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really extreme. Like, it's the creator's body.
Yeah.
Like, they can do what they want. And it's like, at the end of the day, if you followed them because you felt like maybe, like a lot of the people that I follow are fashion girlies, and so I get inspiration because I'm like, if it looks good on them, like then it'll probably look good on me too. Like that's a good style for me, you know. And at the end of the day, like we're in the world of social media, so it's like if you don't relate to them anymore, then just don't watch their content. If it bothers you that bad, just don't watch their content and find someone else because there's plenty of them out there, you know.
No, I agree. I know that I feel like once Trisha has her baby, I really think she's going to go on like a weight loss journey because she's talked about it so much.
She said she was about to start Ozempic, and then she got pregnant. So
And Jeff went on her podcast and they were discussing like I think they should make a documentary out of it, because watching Trisha transform would be like the most entertaining thing, especially with their dynamic. It would be good.
You know, she'd just be like, I just really want a chicken nugget.
Yeah. Like. But I could see a lot of her fans having that reaction, and there might be a shift in everyone loves Trisha. Trisha is like our icon, like she's manifesting all of her dreams, but not that she should or that it's fair, but I could totally see her losing a bunch of weight and becoming perceived differently.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time I've noticed like with other people, and because I've been just throughout life all over the weight scale, you know, and I feel like you are perceived when you're larger, you're perceived as like funny, you know, with what you say. And then if you're smaller and you make the same jokes or do the same things, then it can be seen as like you're bitchy, or you're just trying to look hot, or you're just trying to do this or that. And it's like, I'm literally doing the same thing like my personality is the same, you know? Yeah. And I feel like that might be the case with Trisha, how she sits and like, she can be snarky and like talks on her podcast, and we think that it's funny and hilarious and whatever. But if she loses a lot of weight, I could see people taking her differently at that point.
I know you listen to just Trish as much as I do. Not that I really want them to stop, because I actually like hearing Trisha and Oscar talk about weight and food, and like they have a sense of humor about it, which I feel like gives me because I do compulsively think about it, like I can't help it. But sometimes I wonder if I think about it so much because I listen to them so much, and they like really talk about body image and like skinny people or not skinny people. Like it's a conversation with them on every episode, like being fat. Like Trisha calls herself fat all the time. What, like, do you think it makes you think about it more, or does it have an effect on you?
The only reason that I'm going to say it doesn't have an effect on me is because even before Just Trish came about, I mean, I thought about it compulsively and a lot. So it's like I can't really like not think about it. I can't turn my brain off. At this point, been around so long and thinking about it, I can't turn it off and not think about it.
I get that.
So, you know, if you're someone who never had those thoughts, I could see it maybe being a little triggering or problematic, because you're then thinking about it and you're like, oh, like should I be eating this? Or like, oh, this is going to make me fat, or like whatever. But it already was with me.
I'm the same way. Like, I really spend every moment, not every moment, but like there's a point in every day where I question, do I look okay? Or like, do I, like, anything, just questioning yourself in that way. But there have been moments where like someone will walk into the room while I'm listening to Trisha, and like, it's like I get self-conscious because I'm like, God, they probably think that I'm like obsessively thinking about like fat, skinny food, weight loss, weight gain, like any of it, because they do talk about it a lot. And maybe that's just on me. I also, like, whenever I'm in a health, like doing anything for my health, I consume health content because I feel like it keeps me like focused on it.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes when Trisha's talking about Chili's, I want to go to Chili's.
Yeah.
Really bad.
I want the triple dipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I do try to like watch motivational content in that way, and it can make me get a little bit compulsive about it. But it was just something I was thinking about the last few days because they really went into it on one of the episodes this week. I was like, God, they are like going in on this like weight loss conversation. But I guess it was because of Remi for the most part too.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I just am to where stuff like that doesn't really trigger me quite as much anymore, or like make me think too much more about it. But I mean, there was like a time, even still, because I'm the same way. When I am doing good, I watch more of health or like fitness creators to like keep me on track and stuff. And I'll be like really into them. And if I get one bad weekend where I just like eat what I want, I like can't watch them, or I feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I had a moment this week.
Oh, by the way, since we share the glitter gel pen TikTok, I am now on Skinny Talk.
Oh,
so
no. I'm so
the
sorry.
algorithm is catered to Skinny Talk
I
now.
am so sorry because let me tell you what Skinny Talk did to me this week. So I've never done the calorie deficit thing. I've kind of talked about it on here. Oh, another thought I had about Remi is like whenever you share that you're doing a weight loss thing and you fail,
yeah,
it's like excruciatingly embarrassing, even though nobody probably cares.
Yeah.
So like not only do you have the self-guilt of like failing, but then it's the pressure that you posted about it online. That's why I would never post a weight loss thing before I did it.
Yeah.
This girl from my high school just posted like this is me right now and I'm about to change my life. And I was like, I loved it because I was like, you are so bold to do that, because like you're admitting that like you look a way that you're unhappy with publicly and that you're about to go through this really hard. It's so hard to do this. So like I just respected her so much for doing it. Anyway, I just wanted to say that so I didn't forget.
Yeah.
But I have been doing the calorie deficit thing. I have been doing really, really good. Like there have been maybe like 1 or 2 days where like I've went over and it was by like less than 100 and I'm exercising. So like never have I done anything like this before until I had this ice cream that I found. It's called Double Dunker. Are you familiar with this flavor?
No.
It is mocha and chocolate ice cream with pieces of brownie and cookie dough. I am a sweet tooth chocolate fanatic, and Liv Schmidt is the queen of Skinny Talk. She started it all. Well, I normally have been eating ice cream whenever I want it because it really has allowed me to like feel free. Like I feel like I can eat whatever I want. So I would normally put my 2/3 of a cup of ice cream into a bowl, sit down on the couch, watch something, eat it, enjoy it. Well, Liv Schmidt said, for a dessert, I try to only have like 3 bites of something really rich. She was like, the first bite is always the best, and it's like this awesome moment. The second bite is just pure enjoyment, and the third bite is your grand finale. You're done. You like after you have that third bite, what else do you need?
See, I would be breaking the rules with that, but I would listen. I'd have 3 bites. They would be heaping, and they would be way bigger than the spoon, and they'd be like scoops just in a bite.
Let me tell you what I did, because in my head I was like, I'm following the rules. So I did the 3-bite trick. I put the ice cream away. They were normal bites. It was good. It honestly helped me until an hour later. I opened up the carton and I was like, okay, there's 3 more bites. Just 3 more bites. The bites got bigger and bigger. And before I knew it, almost the whole carton of ice cream. Because I didn't get the ice cream out and put it in a bowl. It was just a bottomless pit. And you know how whenever you have like cookie dough and an ice cream, like it'll start showing a little bit, and you know there's a. You're
like, I gotta get this bite with all the things on it.
I kept seeing the gold in the like the ice cream, and I was like, oh, I got to get that.
And
scoop.
I know you were hungry.
I was. It was late at night. It was late at night, and then I ate it, and I was like, shit. Like, there's still some. I did stop myself. I was like, okay, one more big bite, and then I'm out of here.
You're like, there's only 3 bites left. I'll leave that.
I know I ate 900 calories on ice cream, and I did not care. I was like, that was so good. Well, I went upstairs feeling kind of bad about myself, and I opened up TikTok, and it's a video of Liv Schmidt standing there flipping her stupid blonde hair, and she says, what you eat in private doesn't stay private, babe.
It's like she knew.
I know. I hadn't hit my 10,000 steps for that day either, and my ass went outside at 11 p.m. and took a lap.
Oh, God.
I was like, bitch, at least get your 10,000 steps in today. Do not go to bed like this. And on the bright side of it, I was like horse laughing at myself because I wasn't feeling bad. It was just so funny that she clocked me the way that she did. I was just like, wow, she really like spoke to me and has no idea.
So we learned a lesson to just make the serving size, put it in a bowl,
serving size, put it in a bowl, and do not eat out of the carton of ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's just 3 bites, don't take 3 bites out of the carton.
I'm talking the bites are like they're bigger than a scoop.
That would have been me though. I would have been like 1 bite, like
it's.
Yes,
it's like I have this love-hate relationship with Skinny Talk because I think it's like you have to know what you can handle, and I can't handle the 3 bites. I just need my portion, and then I go sit down, and then the walking has helped me because I'm like, I'll forget that I want something sweet. Like I'll eat something small and sweet and then go for a walk or whatever. But I have not lost weight since I first lost like 5 pounds or whatever it was. My weight has stayed the same, so I haven't weighed the last few days because I am like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah,
it's like I can't look at the scale every day. If I look at it every day, I will like want to. There were times when I was at my skinniest, I'd gain like 0.2 pounds, so like 2 ounces.
Yeah.
And I would want to like cry.
Yeah.
The next day, I'd be like, what did I do wrong yesterday?
And it could literally be water.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
And like women's bodies fluctuate. We're a little heavier like the week before our period. We're obviously heavier on our period. Then we get off of it, and it's like we aren't bloated anymore, so we lose weight, but then you can't compare that to the next week either. Like, we fluctuate so much.
Weighing yourself is almost so pointless. Like, as a woman, like, all you can do is, like, eat better and, like, exercise.
Yeah.
Or move a little more. You don't even have to exercise, but, like, just move a little more. But
I honestly just weigh to know, like, a general area, because it's like, if you lose 20 or 30 pounds, you've obviously changed in appearance. Like, it's not like, oh, you lost 2 pounds. Like, okay, like that could fluctuate in the next day or two.
Yeah.
So,
and I've always heard measurements are the best way to tell a difference because your muscle's going to weigh more. And what was it? I don't remember, but they were like, measure your arms, legs, butt, waist, hips. And, like, that's always where you'll see the biggest difference. Like, that's always going to be consistently going down unless you are lifting crazy amounts of weights.
Yeah. But then, like, sometimes I'm like, like, when I first started, I'm like, I don't want to take my measurements. Yeah. I don't want to know. Yeah. I just want to live in pure bliss.
Yeah.
Like,
or what I like to do is, like, have a piece of clothing that you, like, put on for your before photos.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just use that piece of clothing to be like my
marker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that too. I always make sure I get real particular. Some people aren't particular with their like before and afters. And so I'll always be like a little critical. And I'll be like, they took that at a different angle. I know it makes their butt look bigger. Like, you know. So when I take my before and afters, I take it in the same clothes, and I stand the same way, and I take it at the same angle, because I'm like, I got to know that this is exact. Like, I got to know that there is a difference here.
Yeah, no, I agree. This time I did a video in a bikini because I was like, if I did want to post it, I don't think that I will. I'm not really like, I don't know. I don't post in my bikini.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really been like that much. So, like, I've also never been at the body that I want to be at. So, like, maybe that all, like, speaks to itself. But I did a video this time, like, and I, like, stood, like, so specific, and I, like, rotated, like, in the bikini, and I don't know, but I'm the same way. Like, I'll look and be like, no, she's standing slightly different. Like, everything's the angle's a little off.
Or, like, if the angle's higher, I'm like, of course that's a better angle. Like, it's going to look like you're slimmer.
Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Alyssa.
And you just watched a clip from Glitter Gel Pen.
We upload new episodes every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And we also upload clips like the one you just watched 3 times a week.
Subscribe for more.